The International Women's Day is an opportunity every year to celebrate the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women all around the world. And with this year's theme, which is Digit All, Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality, we thought it would be particularly relevant to recognize and celebrate the contributions of women in science. Women have indeed made significant contributions to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics fields. And it is important to acknowledge their achievements and make them known to as many people as possible. These women have indeed broken barriers and actually made groundbreaking discoveries, paving the way for future generations of girls and women in these sectors. In France, we believe in the importance of promoting gender equality, particularly in the field of science. It is important to raise awareness on the significant role women have played throughout history, from Marie Curie, who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, to contemporary women scientists who are making groundbreaking discoveries in various fields. In Nigeria, we have seen many remarkable women in science with major contributions. For instance, and I'm not going to, of course, mention them all because there are too many, but maybe, Professor Grace Alele-Williams, the first female vice chancellor of a Nigerian university, Francesca Nneka Okeke, who was named L'Oréal UNESCO for Women in Science Awards laureate in 2013 for her significant contributions to the understanding of the upper atmosphere, very important for understanding the effects of climate change. But also Abimbola Alale, who is a pioneer in the space and aeronautics sector, and who received in 2021 the award for African innovation. Or again, a younger one, Dr. Ola Brown, who is a medical doctor and who is the founder of the Flying Doctors Nigeria, which provides air ambulance services across West Africa. These women have inspired countless others to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. And I'm sure that the future generation will live up to the expectations we all have for young girls and women in Nigeria. Did you know that in 2021, a young 16-year-old Nigerian teenager named Faith Odunsi became the world champion in mathematics after she won the Global Open Mathematics Tournament. This exhibition tonight that we're showing was produced by a French association called AFNEUS in order to commemorate these inspiring French and African women scientists who have all made progress in research during their careers. And I'm extremely happy that one of them is Nigerian. Professor Ekanem Brady, first female president of the Nigerian Academy for Science, and whom I was very honored to meet a couple of months ago when we gave her name to a science lab at the French Lycée in Abuja. And it was incredibly inspiring to listen to her and to watch her, call on the young female students to follow her path and not to be afraid to go ahead, despite of all those who might be telling them, that it's a men's world, it's too technical for women, things like that. So, because it's true, it's important that we celebrate these scientists, because at the same time, we also have to recognize the challenges that women face in these sectors. Gender disparities in the field of science indeed still remain acute nowadays, and we must continue collectively to work towards creating an enabling environment that promotes gender equality. In France, we have implemented several measures to promote gender equality in the field of science, including setting quotas for scientific committees and research teams and funding programs that are specially dedicated to women. More generally, gender equality is a top priority of the French government, which spearheads this commitment through its feminist foreign policy. France is advocating, and with all its colleagues from the EU, also that I wish to salute tonight also, we're advocating for gender equality in all international forums, and we fight for it to be taken into account in all issues, from inequality reduction to sustainable development, peace and security, defense and promotion of fundamental rights, and also climate and economic issues. France has also committed to ensure that 50% of its official development assistance is attributed to projects with gender equality as a significant or main objective. Indeed, we know that women and girls are more affected by poverty, conflict, and climate change than men. They face difficulties and discriminations in every field and in every country, even though now it is well established that women are key actors for sustainable development and for the correct functioning of societies. While it is undeniable that we still have a long way to go to achieve a world where human beings are all treated equally, whatever their gender, it is also important to value and recognize the considerable progress made in recent years, thanks to the commitment of exceptional people. One exceptional people amongst them is Her Excellency Dame Pauline Tallene, the Honourable Minister of Women Affairs, that we were happy with some of our colleagues here from UNDP, UN Women, and some female ambassadors to acknowledge and award recently. But she couldn't make it tonight because she's in New York participating in an important event, but she's the session of the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women that is holding in New York currently. So it's important also that she's there to spread the good word around. But she is very ably represented tonight, and I thank you very much, by Dr. Asmao Adamu Egie Oyanki. Yeah. Yes. And I think you wanted to say some words, so I will just leave you the floor 1 minute before I keep on going.